Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is still Sunday, the May 23rd, and I'm still with the 68 GTO. What we did today was finish buttoning in this top panel, like I said we would. It's all stitched in. The edges are all made up. All the backing is done. The pan is sealed. She's really in there structurally sound. On the front, where these little holes are, these little drain holes, it's got a little bit of a wave to it, and we're going to take care of that on the next, when it gets down to the real nitty-gritty details. We put the original windshield back in just to make sure that it lays in tight against the leading edge of the dash. These cars, it doesn't matter if it was a Pontiac, Chevrolet, Buick, for some reason the way this rolls around in this section here, they always left a gap that had to be filled in by the adhesive. That's okay, but this time, and like what I usually do, is I build it out just a little bit so that the guys that are putting in the glass don't have to pump in the adhesive with this big blob of God knows what. So this is the windshield is now in. This is the original windshield. We're just putting it in there for to keep the water out. Some of the water is going to get in. Let's just slow it down a little bit. So we got it tightened in there and there and there. Now, one thing that I wanted to bring up was that some people actually ask about my techniques, why I don't fully weld, continuously weld certain things, why I do what I do. The answer is there's a difference between restoration and repair. Restoration, if I was to do this for a restoration status, then this whole top and half of the dashboard would have been removed and replaced. It would have been very extensive, but that's the way restorations go, especially if you're going to show it and there's going to be inspections and things of this nature. I like to go with the repair aspect, which means when the car is going to be used for the owner's enjoyment, Saturday and Sunday cruising, things of this nature, not so much money into it that he's nervous every time he gets 5 feet away from it, and like that. So that's why time is money. The longer I spend welding on something, the more the bill goes up. When it just, I give it the 85%, make my gaps nice and tight, so that there's very little left for the finishers, but it still moves along quickly. So that's I wanted to make that clear. And tomorrow I'm not quite sure where I'm going to be, but chances are rust will be involved. Until then, thank you and take care. Have a good weekend.